90 Day Fiance has plenty of awkward moments for a lot of obvious reasons. Today I'm going to cover 10 of the most awkward things that happened on 90 Day Fiance. Welcome back to finale, let's get into the video. Number 10, I Want It Now. During 90 Day Fiance's Season 2 tell-all, fans were dying to hear from the horse's mouth what went down between Mohammed and Danielle. So when Mohammed revealed shocking blow after shocking blow, fans assumed it couldn't get any worse. But when he mentioned how Danielle acted when it came to sex, fans collectively could not shove enough cotton in their ears. Mohammed described Danielle as yelling at him, "I want my sex tonight." He said when he didn't comply, she would threaten to have him deported. He even went a step further and accused her of peeing on him and having a weird smell down there and in need of seeing a doctor ASAP. Number 9, don't pay your child support, it's easy. When Indonesian-born Lita brought her son with her to live in Wisconsin with her fiance Eric, she just assumed his life would be all about her and her kid. Only Eric was married before and had a few kids of his own. This was the cause of many arguments between Lita and Eric. She wanted to know how he had to keep paying child support when he has a new family now. She explained in Indonesia, this isn't the way that she didn't care, they lived in America now. She yelled out the famous line, "When is it going to be my time?" when Eric told her that he couldn't buy the expensive furniture she wanted, pay for an expensive wedding, and that his daughter was going to live with them. Who encourages a man to not pay child support for some furniture and a wedding? Number 8, Nicole's trek up a hill. When Nicole met Azan for the first time, he said he was surprised that she was big a little bit, but he was into her anyway. But when he decided to set up a romantic weekend for them in Morocco, her weight became an awkward issue. She struggled to make it up a sandhill. She was huffing and puffing and having to take frequent breaks. Azan quickly became annoyed and started throwing out comments with condescending "honey" at the end. "Stop being lazy and do some workouts, honey." She kept struggling and he kept throwing out those words of encouragement like, "Almost there, lazy. Oh my god, you're lazy." Number 7, drunk Darcy. We can argue that Darcy's entire time on the show has been one big awkward mess that just keeps making it more awkward. Starting with her relationship with Jesse, she was non-stop drinking and then getting into fights or falling over drunk. She is not short on awkward moments like the whole cutting the steak on the bias debacle and the fact that ensued because of it. Let's not forget when she got so drunk she tried to seduce Tom by throwing her legs in the air and exposing her underwear. Darcy's a hot mess and we hope the rumors are true about her being on another season of Before the 90 Days. Number 6, Dean accosts Hazel. Tarek went to the Philippines to meet his girlfriend Hazel. Things were a bit awkward, but they managed to become comfortable pretty quickly. Then Dean, Tarek's brother, showed up and started grilling Hazel about her intentions for his brother and his money. He also grilled her about being woman enough for Tarek and how she was going to handle him sexually. Dean later explained that he asked this because Tarek likes to have multiple women at a time. Okay, cool, because that comment wasn't awkward as hell. Why was he so concerned with his brother's sex life? Number 5, Marcels Dancing. Since the start of Season 7 of 90 Day Fiancé, the only laughs we have gotten so far are from Marcel and Anna. The Turkish-born fiancé of Anna barely speaks English and has already provided us with memes for the last season. One of those incidents happens to be his attempt to cut the dead silence in the car ride home from the airport. He happens to find the one Turkish music station in Nebraska and then proceeds to dance while throwing his hands in Anna's face. Don't worry, Marcel, there is no way you could have caused an accident. Number 4, Luis asking Molly's daughter about relations. Luis and Molly seem to be doomed from the start. She is much older than him and he didn't seem to mature enough for an older woman. Especially when as confident as Molly. Molly came with baggage in the form of 2 kids, a teenage daughter who would be off to college soon, and another much younger daughter still in elementary school. Luis's idea of bonding with Molly's oldest daughter was to make weird comments about her having a boyfriend and alluding to what they do behind the closed doors. Yeah, thank God that relationship broke down. Number 3, Antonio calling out David. David and Annie should have stayed in Thailand, especially seeing as David planned to keep living off his friend Chris in the US. When he and Annie got to the US, they were staying for a few nights with Chris and his wife Nikki. Nikki's brother Antonio didn't like the way David was manipulating his friend into paying for his entire life. A fight broke out that made us all see David in a new light. Antonio faced the father of 2 with insult after insult and then got in his face. Needless to say, this moment was awkward and we were living for it. Number 2, Paul's paranoia. When Paul moved to be with Karine, we all just assumed his anxiety and paranoia were due to him being so far away in a new country with no friends and family. However, we have realized that it's due to the fact that he's a jerk. His paranoia is awkward and leads him to do random things like putting on a condom before going swimming with Karine because he doesn't want anything to swim up his urethra. He also forces Karine to take a pregnancy test, an STD test, because he wants to have some fun. An STD test we can understand because better safe than sorry, but a pregnancy test is a little weird. Paul has done a number of things that would be considered awkward. Quite frankly, there are too many incidents to get into. Number 1, Ricky jumps from Alyssa to Mina. In Season 2 Before the 90 Days, Ricky was excited to go to Colombia to meet a woman named Melissa. He raved about her to her friends and family, but when he got there, Melissa came off as uninterested and basically saw Ricky for the clown he is. Once Ricky realized he couldn't manipulate this girl into believing that he was a king, he ditched her and moved on to Mina. Unfortunately, both women thought he was there for them, and they both got played. What made the situation most awkward was when he accused Mina of using him for money, but wasn't he playing her this entire time? This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.